Okay, so this is sort of one of my more favourite radios. You might sort of go, okay, but back in the day, this was actually quite an affordable radio that well, to be very honest, it's what I could afford for 6 metres at the time. It was something where it sort of did what I wanted to do, and I wasn't so interested in the 21, 24 and 28 that obviously that it does. So it obviously gives you quite a few options, but for 50 megs, I remember this thing as just being a super brilliant receiver. More so, the transmitter I could take or leave. It's good, but I'm not going to rave on about it too much. But the receiver on these Kenwoods, it was like a whole range of Kenwoods that just on 6 metres really did the thing for me. Now, what's not doing the thing for me is something that I'm going to quickly fix before I even carry on this video. Just realised. Nah, bulb's dead. Takes me under 5 minutes to replace one of those. Back in a second. Okay, that looks a lot nicer. Actually, a bit of a interesting one. The bulb had actually just displaced itself, and I was able to, didn't have to replace it, just pushed it forward and went, hey, let there be light. Anyway, so there was a little bit of light behind it. That was what was confusing me. It just didn't seem bright enough. Then I was able to see it a lot brighter there, and as you can see now, where before we were sort of, if I had done that, there was just like a dim, doesn't matter. All right, now 50 megs. Let me show you why on my monitor's driving me mental at the moment. Let me get rid of this cable. That's better. Look at that. I mean, I'm at 0.5 of microvolt, so minus 13 dBm, and this thing's hearing it so noise-free. This is what I mean about these things on 6 metres. They are just incredible. They really are. And if you are interested in just getting something on 6 metres that it doesn't have to be a lot of money, but we'll put a bit of dioxin in that. It's just a little bit noisy actually, but that we can fix in 2 seconds. Would have been smarter while I had the cover off just before. Anyway, easy fix. So yeah, look, great receiver. If we say go down to 28 megs, you'll find receiver's good. It's still quite good, but you'll find it's not as good at minus 113 dBm. Let me just see what I'm doing wrong here. Oh, it's my switch again. The switch is driving me mental. It really is. Sorry. Anyway, but yeah, look, 28. You sort of got a little bit some more. I'm sort of knocking that up to sort of 0.7 of a microvolt there to get the same sort of signal that we were getting so clearly on 6 metres. That's what I mean. 6 is just absolutely incredible. But yeah. Now let's have a look. I want to get back up to 6 again, and let's just get myself back. See what I mean? The difference just then. Yeah, crazy. All right, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. Actually, we can knock. Hello. Now this here, my slug's wrong for this at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just grab. No, my power cord's not sitting in properly. My bird through line. And if we put, say, a 50 to 125 in there, that'll do. We should find we're getting a fairly accurate reading. Hang on, just let me get. Okay, sorry about that. I was just playing around with these slugs. I was just saying, I had a couple other choices in there, and I thought, that'll do. So we're on the 50 watt scale, which is the middle scale. Hello. So about 20 watts, just a tad under. Hello. Which you'll find they'll do the same on HF, and they're but as I said, the transmitter side, not something that really I'd go crazy over saying this is a standout radio. I think the transmitter on a lot of these, this was very similar to the Kenwood 120, 130, and quite a number of that era where the transmitters were good. I mean, nothing wrong with them, but the receivers were just next level. So it's just a bit of fun for those who are interested on 6. But as we say, you've certainly got 10 meters. So the great thing is that they are all mode. So yeah, we will give that a clean though. Put the that's better. But if you're a 29.6 repeater fan, etc., nice to be able to sit on 600 and just listen to. Actually, I've been doing a lot of 10 FM lately, and it's amazing the stations that on 29.6 I'm working in the US. I just leave the 16 element OptiBeam, which has got 8 active elements on 10 meters. I just leave it sitting towards the US, and normally 100 watts. That's all it needs. No big deal. And it really has been good just hearing different stations coming through. So certainly keeping an ear out on the FM side of the band. There's definitely a lot happening there, and can be a bit of fun. 24 you're not going to use a heck of a lot. A lot of people modded these so they went on CB radio as well. I don't really do that, but obviously I'm not going to condemn anyone for doing things they want to do with their radios. Just be careful transmitting, blah blah blah. Although this thing doesn't put anything more than a CB radio output. Although then you got to discuss that whole thing called type approval, which we're not going to get into on this video anyway. I've actually pulled this one out more for a mate of mine that I've been promising to get this thing out and show him, and just to sort of give him an idea. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're on FM there. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, really, it's they do percolate quite well, and that's not needing any doing any great compression or anything like that. Hello, test 1, 2. Yeah. No, look, good radio, and if you're looking for something that is going to excel on 6, a lot of people buy these as well for the 10 meter side for transverters. They've a lot of people using them on VHF, UHF, and different things too. I've seen quite a bit of that happening. So yeah, look, they were minimal memories. You only had which all of them are blank at the moment. I haven't written any video memories into it, but from memory, it's just. So say I want to put something like that. I think it's just hold for a couple of seconds or something, and then, or even a second. I don't think it takes that long. Oh yeah, there you go. So now it's remembered that one. And if I was to go with that, yeah, no, it's just hold it once. Sorry. So, and then we're starting to go on. Oh, I've read over the same memory. That was clever. Sorry. Let's try that again. So if I do that memory, that should give us 2 memories now. Like so, and we should be able to go at that. Yep, 28, and somehow, I've put the same. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm going crazy. All right. Then they did have a scan that you could have them just jumping around. Obviously, it only just jumps around the 2 frequencies divided by 300 hertz. I've managed to do that. Yeah, that was really clever. Anyway, so now that's an interesting point. I just thought of something. So if I go back here and I go, let's just go that memory, that memory, 3 and 2, and then put 1 in there. That one. That should go through those 5 memories now. Yep. Excuse me. Now this can be handy if you've got some repeaters in there, etc. So that. Yeah. Okay. So, but what I was going to try to see if it did. Now, I'm not sure if I say change that memory to 50 megs and I say, right, let's do that. Does it remember as I go through there? Yeah, it still should go from there to 10 meters, and then does it go to 6 meters? Yep. Oh, yeah. You hear it click, actually. Yeah, so there's a little relay that clicks to get into, yeah. So, and that makes sense. They'd be switching to get there. So there you go. All right. So yeah, look, great little radio. My mate, you know who you are. Excuse me. My apologies that this has taken so long to get to. Pretty clean example. It's got Kenwood power cord and oh yeah, the other thing on the back of these things. Don't forget, you've got the 2 antenna ports, and so switchable here, etc., etc. So yeah, look, these things, you know, don't sell for humongous amounts of money. If my mate doesn't take it, you know, we'll obviously put it up for sale on VK Class and some of the other different sites and that, Facebook pages. But this is a particularly clean one. You know, it does come with the original Kenwood MC43s, aren't they? I don't know that they actually put it on. Anyway, they're pretty sure they were 500 ohm 43S style with the buttons on top, etc., etc. So yeah, I suppose the buttons on top are not going to do much on this because probably stop, start, scan, I suppose. But yeah. Anyway, look, great little radio. Oh, sorry. One of the things I should point out is if you were like me and you enjoy FM like this, you might ask me, well, let's say I want to work something in the US at 29,620. So my receiver for that is 620. So then I'll come across the VFO-B and I will put the right band in to start with. I'll put 520 in like so. I'm pretty sure from memory. Yeah, so B becomes your transmit, A becomes your receive. Yep, there you go. So I'm transmitting on 520. As you'll see on the spec end, isn't it weird? It's oh, hang on, put the right frequency in there, might help a bit. Thinking that didn't look right. 29. So we said 620 is our receive frequency. So you're going to see it's going to come down. See how it's 100 hertz down on the 520, and but it's still able to take a signal injected. If I turn the volume up on 620, oh no, I'm in spec hand. Sorry, hang on. Go. It's better. I was going to say. And there, so as you can see, receiving there on 620, transmitting on 520, and this is, you know, how you've got to do your repeater splits on these. Unfortunately, there's not a -100 kc switch, which would be nice, you know, just to be able to not have to do what we're doing here. But still, you know, it's the era of the equipment, and that noise is driving me absolutely mental. Right, but yeah, but at least they gave you that A/B ability and that very clear way to do it, you know, to very quickly just make sure that you're all up and running. And yeah, now that's, if we go up to there, yep, oops, send switch, didn't want that. Oh, of course, it's still going to try to go back to, sorry, and this is where you get yourself in trouble. So I should have went back to just VFO-A and then go like so, and all good. All right, well, that is the TS660 quadbander. Pretty sure they were late 80s, I'm pretty sure. I have to look that one up. But anyway, if this doesn't head down to Melbourne to my mate's place, we'll get it up on the various sites. And as I said, if you're a 6 metre guy, and you know, I know it's winter at the moment, but this is a low cost way to have an excellent receiver on 6 metres. I always push that with the 660, the 680, 690. You know, you go a long way to beat the receivers on them. They are just so good in the noise when you're trying to pick those signals out. You know, 6 metres could be so, you know, frustrating at times. Steve, VK3OT, he would hate to hear me say that. It's not frustrating, it's fun, Brenton. Yeah, but he's the master of it. You know, I'm just the apprentice on 6 metres. Jeez, no way in the world. He has done some fabulous contacts. I think he still holds a couple of world records and bits and pieces. He's done DXCC stuff with 6 and things I could probably only imagine, you know, sort of, if I live another 3 lifetimes maybe, but I don't think so. All right, well, thanks for having a look at this one. Good little radios, and as I said, we'll keep you informed as to what happens with it, and go from there. 73 is VK3 Charlie Mike. Please subscribe, hit that subscribe button, please. Hit the like button or the dislike button and all that, and we'll try and get a bit more of this out over the next few days. Look, some of this will be us trying to clear some shelves, so I've got some videos I want to do on some new radios that have come in, and they're proper, you know, sort of reviews of some things. We've had some Chinese companies send us some stuff for free, so we'll be giving some of that away as well in their videos. As much as I like free stuff, I sort of enjoy it when we can give it away to our subscribers more, because I've got too much stuff. Anybody that's been here knows that I have too much stuff, too much rubbish sitting around the place. All right, guys, 73s. Cheers.